The Hidden History of Cars, 40 Facts. Lily's Journey. Lily keeps a notebook bound in green canvas. The cover says nothing. Inside, it says everything. She collects discoveries the way some people collect stones, one by one, turned over, weighed, labeled. Today, her subject is the automobile. Not how to drive one. How it came to be. 40 facts, each a gear in a machine that changed the planet. She walks, reads, visits museums, asks questions. She never talks about herself. The notebook does the talking. Discovery 1, the first self-propelled road vehicle was steam-powered, 1769. Lily stands in front of a replica at a technical museum. Nicolas Joseph Cugnot, a French military engineer, built the fardier of a vapeur to haul artillery. It ran on steam, had 3 wheels, and managed 2.25 miles per hour. It also crashed into a wall, producing the first recorded automobile accident. The boiler could not maintain pressure for more than 15 minutes. Lily writes, mobility began with a kettle on wheels. The French army lost interest. Steam was heavy, dangerous, and impractical for roads built for horses. But the idea was loose in the world. Discovery 2, the internal combustion engine was born from a gas lamp. Lily traces the spark to 1860. Belgian engineer Jean-Joseph Etienne Lenoir built a single-cylinder engine that ran on coal gas. He mounted it on a wagon in 1863. It traveled 6 miles from Paris to Joinville-le-Pont. Top speed, 3 miles per hour. It was noisy, inefficient, and consumed gas at a terrifying rate. Yet it proved a point: explode fuel inside a cylinder, push a piston, turn a crank. Lily notes, the car is a controlled explosion we agree to ride. Lenoir's engine had no compression cycle. That would come later. Discovery 3, compression is the secret, 1876. Nikolaus Otto, in Germany, patented the 4-stroke cycle: intake, compression, power, exhaust. This is the Otto cycle still used today. Otto's engine was stationary, built to run factory machinery. It was 4 meters tall and weighed 1,600 kilograms. It ran on coal gas and produced 3 horsepower. Lily visits a cutaway model. She counts the strokes. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow, the descent says. Otto didn't build a car. He built the lungs cars would breathe with. Discovery 4, the first gasoline car had 3 wheels, 1886. Karl Benz, a mechanical engineer in Mannheim, attached Otto's principle to a tricycle. The Benz patent motorwagen used gasoline, which was sold in pharmacies as a cleaning fluid. It had a 0.75 horsepower single-cylinder engine, a steel tube frame, and wooden wheels. Top speed, 10 miles per hour. Benz's wife, Bertha, made the first road trip without telling him. She took the car 66 miles to Forchheim to prove it worked, fixing clogs with a hat pin and insulating wires with a garter. Lily writes, the first test driver was a marketer. The trip forced Benz to add gears for hills and a better fuel line. Discovery 5, 2 inventors, same year, never met. Gottlieb Daimler and Wilhelm Maybach, also in Germany, installed a high-speed gasoline engine on a stagecoach in 1886. They didn't know Benz. Their engine revved to 900 revolutions per minute, fast for the time. Daimler later put it in a boat and a balloon. Lily draws 2 timelines in her notebook. They converge in 1926 when Benz and Psy and Daimler Motorengesellschaft merged to form Mercedes-Benz. Invention is often a parallel accident, she writes. Discovery 6, the steering wheel replaced the tiller in 1894. Early cars used tillers, like boats. Alfred Vacheron installed a wheel on his Panhard for the Paris-Rouen race in 1894. He won. Wheels offered finer control. By 1900, most manufacturers copied him. Lily sits in a replica. The tiller requires leverage, the wheel requires precision. Control shapes the machine, she notes. The machine shapes the road. Discovery 7, the first speeding ticket, was issued in 1896. Walter Arnold of East Peckham, England, was fined 1 shilling for going 8 miles per hour in a 2 miles per hour zone. He was caught by a constable on a bicycle. The constable had to pedal hard. Lily laughs. Law follows invention at a distance. Speed limits preceded seat belts by 70 years. Discovery 8, electric cars outsold gasoline in 1900. Lily checks the numbers. In 1900, 40% of American cars were steam, 38% electric, 22% gasoline. Electric cars were quiet, clean, and easy to start. Gasoline cars required a hand crank that could break your arm. The Columbia Electric ran 80 miles per charge. The problem: batteries were heavy and electricity was rare outside cities. Gasoline was energy-dense and sold everywhere. By 1915, electrics were a niche. Lily writes, "The winner isn't the best. The winner is the easiest to feed." Discovery 9, the assembly line was not Ford's idea, 1901. Ransom E. Olds used a stationary assembly line to build the curved Oldsmobile. Workers brought parts to the car. It cut production time from 1.5 days to 12 hours. He sold 5,000 units in 1904. Lily corrects a myth: Ford perfected it. Olds started it. Olds also introduced the first mass-market car, $650, when average annual income was $438. Discovery 10, Ford's moving assembly line changed time, 1913. At Highland Park, Ford put the car on a rope and pulled it past workers. Each man did one task. A magneto assembly time fell from 20 minutes to 5. A Model T dropped from 12.5 hours to 93 minutes. By 1925, one rolled out every 24 seconds. Price fell from $850 in 1908 to $260 in 1925. Lilly calculates, when you divide labor, you multiply output. Ford doubled wages to $5 per day to reduce turnover. Workers could now buy the cars they built. Discovery 11, the Model T came in any color, as long as it was black, 1914 to 1926. Lily touches a glossy panel. Black Japan enamel dried fastest, 48 hours versus weeks for other colors. On a moving line, dry time was production time. Ford chose speed over choice. After 1926, Duco lacquer allowed colors again. Engineering is choosing which problem to solve first, she writes. Discovery 12, the electric starter ended broken arms, 1912. Charles Kettering invented the electric self-starter for Cadillac after a man died cranking a car. The starter motor used a battery and solenoid. It made cars usable for everyone, not just the strong. Sales of Cadillacs doubled. Lilly notes, safety inventions sell themselves. Discovery 13, balloon tires smoothed the world, 1923. Early tires were high pressure, hard, and skinny. Firestone introduced balloon tires, low pressure, fat, with more air volume. They absorb bumps, allowing roads to stay rougher longer. Suspension design changed. Cars could go faster without shaking apart. Lilly measures a replica, for 0.75 inches wide versus 3 inches before. Comfort is a technology. Discovery 14, safety glass was a kitchen accident, 1903. French chemist Edouard Benedictus dropped a glass flask coated with cellulose nitrate. It cracked but didn't shatter. He patented laminated glass in 1909. Volvo was first to use its standard in 1944. Before that, crashes sprayed drivers with knives. Lilly holds a laminated sample. Sometimes the lab saves lives decades later. Discovery 15, the first car radio nearly caused riots, 1922. George Frost installed a radio in his Ford. Distracted driving became a concern immediately. Massachusetts proposed banning them in 1930. Motorola sold the first commercial car radio in 1930 for $130, 25% of a car's price. Lilly writes, every new convenience is first an argument. Discovery 16, Volkswagen meant people's car, 1937. Ferdinand Porsche designed the KDF wagon under government order, carry 2 adults, 3 children, 60 miles per hour, 33 miles per gallon, cost 990 Reichsmarks. World War II stopped production. After 1945, the British restarted the factory. The Beetle became the best-selling single design, 21.5 million units. Lilly traces the curve, politics builds factories. Demand keeps them running. Discovery 17, the interstate system was military, 1956. President Eisenhower signed the Federal Aid Highway Act. The 41,000-mile system was designed to move troops and evacuate cities. Roads had to be straight for 1 mile in every 5 to serve as airstrips. It cost $114 billion. It also killed passenger trains and remade suburbs. Lilly maps it, concrete is policy made solid. Discovery 18, seatbelts were resisted, 1959. Volvo engineer Niels Bohlin invented the 3-point belt. Volvo gave the patent away free. The US didn't mandate belts until 1968. Users said they were uncomfortable, unnecessary. Today they cut fatality risk by 45%. Lilly writes, the body accepts safety slower than the mind accepts speed. Discovery 19, the airbag was a crash test for decades, 1952 to 1971. John Hetrick patented an airbag after his car crash. Early versions used compressed air, too slow. Alan Breed invented a mechanical crash sensor in 1968. Ford offered bags in 1971. GM made them standard on some 1974 models. Mandated in the US in 1998. Lilly watches crash test footage, 30 milliseconds to inflate. Speed saves you from speed. Discovery 20, the catalytic converter cleaned the air, 1975. Required by the US Clean Air Act, the converter uses platinum, palladium, and rhodium to turn carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and nitrogen oxides into water, and nitrogen. It cut emissions 90%. It also killed leaded gasoline, which fouled converters. Lilly reads EPA data, a pipe can be a compromise with the sky. Discovery 21, the oil crisis made small cars big, 1973. OPEC's embargo quadrupled oil prices. US cars averaged 13 miles per gallon. Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, and VW Rabbit sold millions. US automakers had few small cars ready. The corporate average fuel economy law passed in 1975, 18 miles per gallon by 1978, 27.5 by 1985. Lilly charts fuel economy versus car weight. Scarcity redesigns desire. Discovery 22, the Toyota production system eliminated waste, 1950s. Taiki Ono studied Ford and supermarkets. He created just-in-time production, parts arrive only as needed. Jidoka, stop the line to fix defects immediately. Kaizen, continuous improvement by workers. Result, Toyota made cars with half the defects and half the factory space of US plants. Lilly tours a plant model. Efficiency is respect for material and time. Discovery 23, the minivan replaced the station wagon, 1984. Chrysler's Dodge Caravan and Plymouth Voyager used a K-car chassis, front-wheel drive, and a flat floor. Sliding doors, removable seats, 7 passengers. It drove like a car, hauled like a van. It saved Chrysler. Lilly sits in one, design is empathy with a cup holder. Discovery 24, the airbag control module is a black box, 1990s. Modern cars record speed, brake use, throttle, and belt status 5 seconds before a crash. The data is used in court and by engineers. Lilly learns, your car remembers what you forget. Discovery 25, aluminum cut weight, 1994. Audi A8 used an aluminum space frame. It was 40% lighter than steel, improving miles per gallon and handling. Cost was high. Now Ford F-150, 2015, uses aluminum body panels, saving £700. Recycling aluminum uses 5% of the energy of new. Lilly holds a block, e-lightness is fuel you don't burn. Discovery 26, hybrid gas-electric went mainstream, 1997. Toyota Prius launched in Japan. It used a gasoline engine plus electric motor plus regenerative braking. City miles per gallon, 50 plus. It wasn't first. Ferdinand Porsche built a hybrid in 1900, but it was first to scale. By 2023, 6 million sold. Lilly diagrams the power split device. 2 engines argue less than 2 drivers. Discovery 27, GPS navigation left the military, 2000. The US turned off selective availability. Civilian GPS accuracy went from 100 meters to 5. By 2005, in-dash navigation was common. Now phones do it. Lilly marks the date, when a war tool becomes a grocery tool, the world shrinks. Discovery 28, crash testing became public, 1978. The US New Car Assessment Program started publishing star ratings. IHS began offset tests in 1995. Suddenly, safety sold cars. Manufacturers redesigned frames to ace the test. Lilly watches a slow-motion crumple zone, a test can bend steel before a crash does. Discovery 29, electronic stability control cut skids, 1995. Bosch and Mercedes introduced escape sensors compare steering to actual direction. It brakes individual wheels to prevent spin. The US mandated it in 2012. Studies, 33% fewer fatal single-vehicle crashes. Lilly draws a car with arrows on each tire. Computers have better reflexes. Discovery 30, Tesla proved electrics could be fast, 2008. The Roadster used laptop lithium-ion cells, 6,831 of them. 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, 245-mile range. It cost $109,000. It changed perception, electric not equal to golf cart. Tesla open-sourced patents in 2014. Lilly writes, speed convinces. Then price follows. Discovery 31, the Gigafactory redefined scale, 2016. Tesla's Nevada plant aimed to make more lithium-ion batteries than the entire world made in 2013. Goal, cut cost by 30% through vertical integration. Battery prices fell 89% from 2010 to 2020. Lily calculates, when you build the bottle, the wine gets cheaper. Discovery 32, backup cameras became law, 2018. US law required rear-view cameras on all new cars under £10,000 goal, prevent back-over deaths, especially children. Cost, $140 per car. Lily notes, a screen is cheaper than a funeral. Discovery 33, over-the-air updates turned cars into phones, 2012. Tesla Model S could download software to fix bugs, add horsepower, improve range. No dealer visit. Now common. Lily writes, your car is never finished. Also, recall is now a notification. Discovery 34, carbon fiber entered mass production, 2013. BMW i3 used a carbon fiber passenger cell. Carbon is 50% lighter than steel, 3x stronger. Curing time dropped from days to minutes. Cost remains high, but used in wheels, hoods. Lily holds a sample, strong and light is the engineering grail. Discovery 35, automated emergency braking became standard, 2022. 20 automakers voluntarily made AEB standard. Radar Plus cameras detect collision, brake if driver doesn't. IHS, 50% fewer front-to-rear crashes. Lily watches a demo, the car stops itself. The machine says no to your mistake. Discovery 36, the chip shortage stopped the line, 2021. Modern cars use 1,000 to 3,000 chips. COVID plus fire plus demand spike caused shortages. Ford built F-150s without chips, parked them. 15 million fewer cars made 2021 to 2023. Lily writes, a $1 chip can stop a $40,000 car. Supply is a system. Discovery 37, LiDAR sees in 3D, 2010s. Self-driving prototypes use laser pulses to map 300 meters, 1 million points per second. Cost dropped from $75,000 to $500. Still not standard. Lily looks at a point cloud, the car paints the world to drive through it. Discovery 38, 800-volt architecture cut charge time, 2019. Porsche Taycan used 800V versus 400V standard. Higher voltage, lower current, less heat. Charge 5 to 80% in 22.5 minutes. Hyundai, Kia, Audi followed. Lily compares cables, thinner, cooler. Voltage is speed for electrons. Discovery 39, green steel and aluminum target carbon, 2020s. Steelmaking is 7% of global co. Volvo bought fossil-free steel made with hydrogen, not coal. BMW uses solar aluminum. Tires use rice husks, dandelions. Lily reads a life cycle analysis, a clean car needs a clean supply chain. Discovery 40, the car is becoming a computer, 2020s. A new car has 100 plus ECUs, 100 million lines of code. Features are subscriptions, heated seats, horsepower. The line between product and service blurs. Lily closes her notebook. We started with a boiler. We arrived at software with wheels. Lily puts the notebook on a shelf. It doesn't have her name in it. It doesn't need to. The discoveries are the biography. 40 times, someone asked what if and cut metal to match. 40 times, the answer rolled onto a road. She opens to a new page. The next discovery isn't in the book yet.